Yo yo yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel for me today from CcSpeedUk. So I hope you guys are having a nice day so far, including myself. Having a good day so far. So back for more racing, as usual. First race is at China, at the Shanghai International Circuit. Starting in P2, and getting an okay start. Using a bit of battery down towards turn 1. Managed to get into the lead at turn 1. At the first two corners, and then managed to hold on for turn 3 and 4 on this left-hander right here, getting a good exit, get the power down, and that puts me into the lead of the race. So not too bad so far. Coming towards turn 6 right now, make sure I get the good braking and exit right, bang on, not too bad at all. Through the left-hander now in the middle sector, turn 7 and 8. Onto this, coming towards the double left-hander, turn 9 and 10. Not bad through there at all. Managed to gain a few seconds behind, and not too bad at all. And the P2 guy who started on pole, he's still on my tail, about 2 tenths. So he's right on my tail. So coming towards the first sector now, onto this kilometre straight. So I need to get a really good exit of this corner. Using a bit of battery, but not too much, because I need to save it for the end of the race, for the last 2 laps, see if I can have a chance or not. So I need to save a battery just in case anything happens at the end. Come towards this heavy braking zone at the hairpin. Kind of overtake opportunity at this corner, so just need to keep an eye on it for a few laps time. Through the last corner, I found this corner very difficult on this game, to make sure I get it right. Yeah, the last corner I found it very difficult on this track, so it's a difficult corner to tip. Well, it's similar to turn 1 really. It's like you got this long right-hander, so it's kind of a tricky turn 1 for some players, and of course in real life as well. Like in real life, in real racing, when they did the race around China and all that. So yeah, so if you see by the title, if you see on the thumbnail on the title, it says I got robbed. That's not till later on in the video, so that's in the second race. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and I will see what happened later on. So why I got robbed and all that. So yeah, so back in this race, me and the P2 guy, we were just running away from the rest of the field down towards P3. So we are running away, me and the Mercedes driver. So we are working together here, trying to run away, and using a bit of battery again on this exit. Not too much, but I'll try to save a little bit this time. So it's only 4 tenths behind me, so, and there's a 2-second gap from P3. So we are working together to run away. So we're not doing a good job so far. So that was kind of our plan. So, and we are doing okay so far. So come towards the last corner. I was okay through there, so sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong through there, so all that. So he set the faster time than me, because he had the toe a little bit, so he gained about 2 tenths there. I wasn't worried about the fastest lap, I was just trying to run away and try and stay out of trouble. And I'm doing a good job so far, so apart from the P2 guy who's still on my tail. So we're doing a good job running away from P3, so. And the rest of the field's about 13 seconds plus behind us after 2 laps. So we're on lap 3 now at halfway down towards the middle sector. So this is where the DRS is coming into play. So he's got the DRS behind me. So now I've got to try and think, should I fend or should I just drive as usual? The time I get towards the hairpin and all that, down towards turn 14, about 3 corners time. So now he's in the DRS zone, and now this is where he's gonna try overtake me on the straight with DRS. I'm not sure if I am using the battery on this straight. Well, I'm not using it on this straight because I'm saving it a little bit, as much as I can. He's got the DRS, and he's gaining slightly, and he decided to go for it at this corner right here, at the hairpin. Just enough to give me space there, so I was okay with that. So he's into the lead at the last corner. and I decided to use my DRS on this straight, and then I managed to gain him in the toe, and I decided to go for it at turn 1, and that gets me the lead back down towards turn 1. So yeah, so this is our first battle for the lead so far. So still going side by side down towards turn 3. Decided to give him a bit of space, and he's still got the lead for now. So we're on lap 4, so I've still got another lap to go, so I'm not kind of in a rush at this stage. So I'm just trying to follow him, see what happens. Well, he's managed to get a good exit there, so I had to use my bit of battery just to make sure I stay in the DRS zone. Because it does help, the DRS does help a little bit when you're following someone. You can save your battery a bit more, and also you can work together to run away and all that. So come towards this bit, I'm just using a bit of battery, just try to be a bit closer. And I'm still in the DRS zone, time I got to this corner, so it's not too bad at the moment. So now I'm in the DRS zone, so now I'm just trying to use my battery on the straight there, just trying to get closer and all that. Using DRS right now. I'm gaining, and I managed to go for the inside at the hairpin, down towards the last corner. So, very nicely. And we're going almost side by side down towards the last corner, but luckily he kind of backed out of that. Now we're down towards the final lap of the race now. Managed to get the lead back, and now he's got the DRS now. He hasn't got enough straight line speed down towards this corner, so he decided not to go for it at this corner, so he decided to wait till the last 3 corners, time to get to the hairpin. I think that's where he's going to go for. So I need to make sure I use my battery down the straight and all that. So we are cleared away by miles from the rest of the field. Only 5 seconds behind, or I think it's 6 seconds now behind P3. So we are definitely clearing away from the rest of the field now. So not doing too bad at this stage. So now through the middle sector, not doing too bad. He's still on my tail though, only about a 10th now. So I'm just trying to make sure I don't get a warning or something. But I've got no warning so far, so I'm kind of okay at this stage. So come towards the 3rd sector now. Now this is where the DRS is coming into play. I've still got he's kind of right on my tail, so I have to use all of my battery just to. I have to use all of my battery just to get ahead. He's still got the DRS though, so I have to go defensive a little bit. I have to use all my battery down towards the hairpin. So I go defensive at this corner. So I need to use the X of the road. Using a bit of battery on this bit. And now it's coming towards the last corner, side by side. And he's managed to get round the outside of me. So, yeah. He managed to get me round the outside at the last corner. So, that's fair enough. It's a shame I didn't win, because it was I thought I had this race in the bag. But it turns out he got me round the outside at the last corner. So, that was good though. He was brave there, so I thought he was going to back out of that. But it turns out he's not. So, I didn't back out of it. It turns out he managed to get round the outside. So, yeah, fair play to him. So, good racing for him. So, good racing. Good to, well, run away together for the first 2 laps. And then we were battering on lap 3 towards the last corner and all that. Yeah, not too bad. So, now we're off to Canada. Now, this is where, well, you'll see what happened in the video. So, I'll let you watch it and like that and all that. So around the outside at turn 1, got for the inside at turn 2, not too bad. A little bit of chaos there, but luckily I managed to get through. More chaos in front of me. Luckily they were ghosted, because that would have been worse. So now into P4, not too bad. Got an okay start. Coming towards the middle sector now, just trying to be careful through here. Through here as well. And not using my battery on the exit, because I want to save a bit more. And then these two got tangled right in front of me, so that puts me into P2. Time I got to, well, before the hairpin at the 3rd sector. So I'm trying to use my battery there just to run away. And then now I'm going to try follow this Red Bull and see what I can do from there. Using a bit of battery on the exit of the hairpin, down towards this long straight towards the chicane. Using a bit of battery there, not too much, but I'm using the toe to help me a little bit. Right, coming towards the chicane now. Not bad through there, no warnings there, so that's not too bad at all. If you get no penalties, you should be fine, because you do get track limits around this track, because it's kind of a bit harshy sometimes. Like this first corner right here, but I turned a tiny bit too early. So yeah, that was my mistake, so... Turned a little bit too early there, but I was kind of fine with that. That bit there was kind of bang on, that's where you need to be. Sometimes I turn a little bit too early at turn 3, because I always get warnings from there. Sometimes at the chicane as well, because it's a bit risky sometimes. Sometimes you have to back out and play it safe and just make sure you don't get a warning and all that. And that's the best place to be, really. So the knee's already got a 2-second penalty already, so I'm kind of seating the house right now, kind of leading at this stage. So all I have to do is stay behind him for a second or 2 seconds, and you should be fine. So what I've got to do is follow him, and then I will be alright. So you've got another Red Bull driver who's behind me, who's very quick. So I started to use my battery on the exit. Save it a little bit. He's using a tiny bit more than me, but I'm not using it this bit on the end of that too. Chicane right now, not too bad at all. Using a bit of battery there, just in case. So heading down towards turn 1 and 2. This guy had the inside, so I had to give him the space. So time towards turn 3, I had to back out slightly just to make sure we don't go side by side, and that got me a warning, and I wasn't expecting. So I'm on my last warning already. So if I get one more warning, one more track limits, I will get a 2-second penalty. So I don't want that. So I got DRS though, so that does help. So I thought, at least I'm in a good place at the moment. If the P2 guy has a 2-second penalty, or even what he leader has, 4 seconds, I would be okay. He decided to go for it at the hairpin, down towards that corner. So I decided to use the inside, get a good exit, using a bit of battery to get ahead. Got DOS though, so that's fine. So I'm into P2, and just making sure P3 doesn't overgo for it. Lucky he doesn't. So now I'm going to try and follow the leader. Still in the DOS though, so it's not too bad. So now, kind of have a chance here. Headed towards the first 2 again. The leader's made a mistake here, so he's lost the... I guess he lost the car on the exit of turn 1, and that puts me into the lead on that 4. So now I've got to try and... Well, now I've got to try and make sure I don't get my last warning, because I get 2-second penalty if I do that. And now I've got to try and make sure I get nice and tidy through the middle sector, and of course chicane as well. And then hopefully have a chance for the win maybe from there. Feeling good at this stage, feeling okay at this stage. Still in my DOS though, so he's going to get DOS on this snap. But the P3 guy, he's already... I'm not sure he's in a DOS zone, but he's only about 9/10 behind him. So he might have DRS on this straight, so he might be okay with that. If he doesn't, it's fine. So now I'm just setting my battery a little bit down the straight, come towards the chicane, make sure I get through it nice and tidy. Using a bit of battery on the exit, and not using it a bit just to stay ahead, but luckily it was enough to stay ahead. For now, down towards turn 1. So I survived that bit. Now, we're on the last lap now. And now this is where the fight begins. For the race win, really. So I need to be careful of the track limits. I need to make sure I don't make mistakes. And also I've got to try and manage my battery. Make sure I have the right battery at the right time. Coming towards this bit, he's got the DRS, but I'm not using my battery on this straight because I should be okay on this bit. So I survived that bit. Come towards this bit, nice and tidy through there. He's much closer. I'm not sure he's going to go for it at the hairpin. Turns out he is. Down towards the hairpin. So I have to give him the space there. But luckily I got a good exit. Using my battery on the exit. And he's got DRS though, so he's going to get DRS on the final straight as well after the chicane and all that. So I'm using all my battery on the straight. Going to a little bit offensive, down towards chicane. Make sure you're going through it nicely. Down towards the straight line. It's a drag race towards the line. It's going to be a close finish. It turns out I didn't win. Because if you see, well, you come up in a second now. That's how the gap was between first and second. So it feels like I won that because my front wing was slightly ahead than the Red Bull wing. So I don't know how I did not win that. It felt this is where I got robbed. Yeah, it feels like I got robbed here, so I don't know what just happened. It was a few thousands when I crossed the line. It turns out it was the other way round. So I was definitely ahead when I crossed the line. And also that as well. And I literally have no words watching. I don't know what just happened there. It feels like the game got bugged or something. Or I got robbed or something. Yeah. Well, China was a good race. I accept P2. This one, I'm not sure that counts as a win, but I feel like I got robbed there. So it's annoying, but it was good racing. But it's a shame I didn't win because my front wing was slightly ahead there. So only by 1/1000th of a second that was between that bit there. It's annoying, but I should have won that. But that does count as a win in my book. But I don't know how the game got robbed from me. So I got robbed by the game. So because that didn't win. Yeah, so that was for me today. So make sure you like, subscribe to your channel. That appreciate it a lot. That give me support and all that. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend. Have a nice week. I appreciate it a lot. That give me support and all that. Hope you guys have a nice weekend and I do. And enjoy your day. Have a nice day. And see you there.